Okay, this video is going to be how to splice a broken 4-gauge wire. This is aluminum feeder wire. Goes from the house out to the barn, and it got broken. So this is how to fix it. And the tools that we're going to need are pretty simple. I got a wet rag. That's all it is, just wet with water. And clean up the ends really good. You want to wipe back all that mud and everything, because you're going to be using heat shrink tubing, and you need this heat shrink tubing to make a good seal to keep the water out. So this is the kit I picked up at my local do-it-best store. Hardware stores, most of them should carry something like this. It's just a splice kit for exactly this sort of thing. So essentially it consists of an aluminum butt connector, and I'm going to attach one on each side there. Use that butt connector, and then it actually has a short piece of shrink tubing, then you put a long piece over it. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so here's the setup. I've slid my tubing onto the wire with the long one furthest on, then the short one goes on next, then you slide the butt connector on. I already made the connection, and I'm ready to slide this tubing on first. Just go over the butt connector, center it up, heat that up with a torch, then slide that one over it, heat it up. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so here's what the butt connector looks like after you slide the first tubing over it and heat it up. You'll notice there's like a opaque, sort of a clear junk that comes out. That's exactly what you want. You want that squished out the ends just a little bit like that, and that's what keeps it, a good tight seal. So now I'm going to slide the other tubing over that one, center it up, heat it up. Okay, so here's the finished product. That line is ready to go, ready to put dirt back over top of it. You can see the white, kind of clear white junk came out both ends. It's good and sealed up. It should be a good watertight seal. So that's the finished product. The only things you'll need, you need the kit that comes with the butt connector and the 2 pieces of tubing, pliers to trim up any jagged ends on your wire, wet rag to clean up your, the jacket on the wire for get good adhesion, good seal, screwdriver to, tighten down the butt connector, something to trim up the plastic sheathing on the wire because it's, it's been ripped pretty gnarly, and a propane torch to heat up the heat shrink tubing. That's it. Okay, so here's just a little quick note on this. This is another kit that I picked up. I didn't know how bad that was going to be down in a hole, so I actually bought 3 of them just in case, just in case it was all 3 wires broke. That was a contractor dug that up. I told him I'd take care of it, and this kit was about 20 bucks at my local do-it-best store. Just for reference, when I called 2 different electrical contractors today for quotes on this, I gave a very detailed explanation of what it was that they would be dealing with when they got here. One contractor wanted $150 to do it. The other contractor was going to be between $150 and $240 to do what I just did in 10 minutes. And that was the very first one I've ever done. So I'm by no means an electrical contractor, but this is as simple a project as somebody could do. Just FYI, you could save yourself a whole bunch of money. I just saved myself at least $130 by doing what I just did in 10 minutes in that ditch. So, it's worth looking into this stuff and doing it yourself if you can, if you feel comfortable and if you feel confident, and if you're not afraid, if you screw it up, you may have to pay that money, but, I figure it was worth a try, and I'm reasonably competent around electricity, so I felt confident enough to do it myself. Just saved myself $130 at least. Could have been as much as $200 and some. So definitely worth trying myself.